You may have already heard many benefits of Nofap, including Nofap Woman's attraction. But what are the real reasons that make women fall for you? Nofap attracts ladies not only because it improves your sexual energy and physical appearance, but also because it improves your character. The depth of a man's character, not his body or appearance, is what makes him stand out. What areas of your personality are improving, and how are these attracting women? What is the role of pornography addiction in the death of attraction? Different people will benefit from Nofap in different ways. But if you don't understand why you should do it and how it affects women's attraction, you are losing a lot of potential. The most appealing characteristic a man can possess is having a sense of purpose in life. This is due to the fact that having a purpose demonstrates self-responsibility, assertiveness, perseverance, and other qualities that might lead to a better life. Our brain's principal function is to ensure our survival. A woman is always drawn to a man who promises her and her children survival. Women do not require men to exist in the modern world. They are capable of surviving on their own. A woman's primordial brain, on the other hand, looks for someone she can trust, someone who can protect her and her children. She finds a man who is weak in character unattractive. Physical strength was a crucial characteristic of attractiveness in the ancient world. They could only live against wild creatures, other tribes, and so on if they had physical strength. Character strength is more valuable than physical strength in today's environment since character attributes define success more than anything else. A woman will never be attracted to someone who poses a threat to her life. If a man in the modern world can't manage the pressure, quits on sometimes, refuses to embrace self-responsibility, and relies on others to exist, he's highly unattractive. Because her subconscious brain perceives these unfavorable features as a threat to her and her baby's survival, she reacts in this way. Nofap clears the brain fog and reveals your life's purpose. This is a lengthy procedure that occurs on its own. But how do you do it? We'll talk about it in the next section. For the time being, you must accept that Nofap attraction is genuine because it reveals your life's mission, passion, and capacity to work. If you were born in the 1800s, you would never have been able to pursue your dream of being a computer gamer or an astronaut because technology was not available at the time. It signifies that your surroundings have an impact on your passion. When you're in Nofap, you start to notice other things that used to be boring to you. Because repetition builds your brain pathways, the joy grows as you perform the same behavior every day. That doesn't imply you'll get enthralled with it if you do it on a frequent basis. You will, without a doubt, improve your skills. Science has yet to discover how we choose our passion, but we are continually on the lookout for it. Nofap empowers you to discover and pursue your passion. One widespread misunderstanding is that if you are enthusiastic about something, you should always love doing it. The majority of the time, you will not appreciate it. You will stop practicing and do something else that will provide you with immediate gratification. However, Nofap improves your ability to work. This improves your performance in whatever endeavor you are doing, and it provides you with a sense of purpose in life. A woman detects this passion and capacity to work, and this is extremely attractive. Self-assertiveness. Nofap attraction comes with self-assertiveness. Self-assertiveness is a prerequisite for Nofap attraction. What exactly is assertiveness, and why does it appeal to women? Self-assertiveness is delivering your views in a compelling style so that people will notice. Self-assuredness implies that a person is aware of what he is saying or doing and respects the views of others. It does not imply that you must be aggressive in order to make your argument. It demonstrates self-assurance and certainty in one's own abilities. Negative emotions such as dread, worry, shame, guilt, and others control our aggression and willfulness. However, if these negative emotions are heightened as a result of specific situations, our lives become chaotic. Addiction to pornography heightens these feelings in us. We raise our worry, dread, humiliation, guilt, and other emotions, which prevent us from making self-assured decisions. We are incapable of making simple decisions in our lives, such as selecting a movie on a date. This occurs because we have lost faith in ourselves. These bad emotions start to fade when you're in Nofap. Wherever it is required, we can demonstrate our willfulness and aggression. Aggression in this context does not imply fighting with people for no reason. Aggression here refers to battling for oneself, for one's rights in the face of adversity. Aggression here refers to confidently taking the necessary steps to solve a situation. Nofap boosts your self-confidence, and ladies find forceful people quite appealing. Eye contact. People who are able to maintain eye contact are appealing. This is something we all know, and there isn't much more to say about it. But why does Nofap help you make better eye contact? What exactly is it that she, or anyone else, is expected to see in your eyes? When you are important in your own eyes, you can maintain healthy eye contact. When you try to make eye contact because you are desperate, on the other hand, you may terrify someone and push her away. Because you're on a path to bettering yourself, Nofap boosts your self-esteem. You are not a slave to your desires, and you are actively working to better your life. This is an accomplishment to be proud of. Thousands, if not millions, of people have said that their eye contact has improved as a result of their Nofap trip. Of course, all of this takes time. The 90-day Nofap challenge is only the beginning. A lady finds a man who can maintain continuous and good eye contact to be incredibly attractive. Or a boost. Nofap corrects the dopamine imbalance in your body. This means you begin to appreciate the small pleasures in life. Connecting with others is one of life's small pleasures. The barrier you've built up against others as a result of your pornography addiction begins to crumble. People who are heavily immersed in the digital realm are known to be socially awkward. Pornography addicts are highly engaged in the digital environment, whether they are extreme gamers, social media addicts, or pornography addicts. They despise social connection, and the digital world is the only thing that makes them happy. This is why, when we take a vacation from all of these things and go on a journey or begin Nofap, our dopamine levels begin to balance out again. People begin to sense your positive vibe once your guard is down. This is something you should go out and do on your own. For 30 days, try Nofap and keep track of the changes in your energy level. A lady is always attracted to someone who has higher self-esteem. Higher self-esteem impacts his behavior, such as how he speaks, stands, walks, and so on. A relationship between two people with low self-esteem, or a pair with greater and lower self-esteem, is problematic. Their relationships are always doomed to fail. But what exactly is self-esteem, and how might Nofap help? Self-esteem is the belief in one's ability to achieve tasks despite adversity, as well as the belief in one's own ability to be happy because happiness is their inheritance. In simple words, self-esteem is the opinion about yourself. Do you trust your brain to have the capacity to complete your tasks? And what is your level of self-respect about yourself? Your self-esteem begins to grow once you begin to trust your brain again. You begin to accept personal accountability. You become more conscious of your own self-awareness. Your self-esteem rises, and you become more confident in your appearance and actions. As a result, a man with a high sense of self-worth always attracts a woman. Mental clarity increases. Mental clarity not only reveals your life's purpose, as previously stated, but it also aids you in your relationships. Nofap clears your visions and eliminates self-doubt, giving you the energy you need to realize your goals. Nofap also assists us in deciding on the proper spouse for us because we are frequently befuddled by our conflicted feelings for someone. This occurs as a result of our neediness. You're in a relationship with her because you need her, not because you love her. When you're in Nofap, you lose your neediness and your emotions become more obvious. If you're not in a relationship and you like someone, you go after them and do everything you can to make your relationship work. Assume you're already in a relationship and have discovered that you genuinely love someone. Because you are now psychologically clear, you try to restore your relationship with all your energy. This is why so many relationships have improved since starting Nofap. Because pornography addiction affects both you and your partner, their closeness level increases, and they connect much better with them. A person who is confused about his emotions cannot ever have a fulfilling relationship. Therefore, the attraction in Nofap improves through your mental clarity. Physical attributes. Until now, everything we've talked about in Nofap attraction has been classified as psychological qualities. This one is related to our bodily characteristics. I saved that for last because your physical appearance can undoubtedly interest a person. Even so, if you lack the qualities listed above, your relationships will not last. It should come as no surprise that Nofap enhances our skin and decreases hair loss. Furthermore, because of Nofap, your dull and pale face begins to glow. I'm afraid I can't provide you a scientific explanation because I couldn't find one. This is something I have personally experienced, as well as many others who have had similar experiences in Nofap. I believe that not everyone in Nofap benefits from these advantages because our biological systems are not all the same. Some people may see a reduction in hair loss, while others may not. Some people may notice a difference in their skin condition, while others may not. Nofap improves your physical strength as well, but we can't expect superhuman strength from Nofap. Though your energy level rises, which surely helps you progress in life, anticipating superhuman strength is a foolish hope. Again, these physical characteristics may attract someone for a short time, but your true attraction rests in the qualities listed before. Is the Nofap attraction real? Because of your extended involvement with pornography, you will not be able to see all of the above benefits in a short period of time. You have developed a habit of watching porn while you are stressed, upset, depressed, or simply passing the time. It takes longer than you think to recover from this addiction. In reality, the Nofap path is challenging since it requires you to modify your personality and your life. It's tougher than you may think, but it's also enjoyable and exhilarating. This is something that will alter your life's trajectory. So take action and be your own master.